I'm telling you right now, this video is going to have a very thick layer of dumb and just a smidge of good intentions. It's a very little smidge. I'm aware that it's been nearly a month since my last video. Obviously, I'm skipping a few steps and going straight to the hey, I'm back to making videos, also please support this thing that I'm releasing next week before I disappear again for another 9 months stage of YouTube influencer. Also, I get overwhelmed easily while editing, and I'm still a full-time college student, so there's a few setbacks there. This is my 3rd time making this video, and all of them that I've previously recorded have turned out, like, each of them have turned out completely different, and they still hold the same amount of bad. This time, however, I have a bit more hope. I wrote down, like, what I kind of wanted to say for this video. That way my words aren't so jumbled. Is jumbly the right word? That doesn't sound like it's the right word. Clearly this isn't working. The first 2 drafts of the video revolved around my top artists and tracks, which resulted in a lot of rambling. So much so that my camera died the first time around. It was fun. I think what made it so messy was the fact that the topic was like so broad. Not to mention the way that I had made the videos, they weren't really entertaining, or at least I just wasn't entertaining. And I felt I had to compensate for the lack of entertainment with better editing. That resulted in me spending more time editing and then spending more time hating it. And then eventually I just got overwhelmed and quit after 5 hours and then ate comfort food. Croissant sandwiches are a really good comfort food. I just want to put that out. That being said, this video will be a lot more condensed, hopefully a lot more entertaining. Judging from the fact that you most likely didn't click the video solely for my face, you know we're about to talk about some good bops. If you didn't read the title, then we're about to talk about my top 10 quarantine bops. Also, why are you not reading the title of the videos you're clicking? That's a little bit too risky. I've compiled a list of 10 songs if that wasn't clear enough. I've also thought of certain taglines for each song to relate them more with the situation. And maybe they'll also persuade you to check them out while you're sitting at home watching a college student talk about songs that are good to listen to during the quarantine instead of doing their homework. Depending on how I edit this, you might also hear a snippet of the song after I introduce it, and then I will explain why I like the song, more so in terms of the theme of it. So without further ado, overall structure, we're going to start with number 10 and then go up from there till we get to number 1. Obviously, it's basic math. It's not math. It's basic counting. Okay, that being said, we're going to start with number 10, which is... I like that one. Yeah. Out of My League by Fitz and the Tantrums, aka a song that will hit too hard because now your girl is 6 feet out of your league. Has more of an alternative slash indie vibe. My friend Eileen was actually the one who shared the song with me. Eileen, if you're watching this, I miss you. That was me being a friendly gay right there. But obviously not too much gay. Just a pinch of it. Just a pinch. It's catchy. I liked it, and I vibe with it. The build-up sounds really fun. Kinda reminds me of an ending song of a movie. Everything seems to work out. They're just happy at the end. I don't like angst endings. This reminds me of a happy ending. It does feel a lot better listening to it while driving, which is mostly why I put it at 10, because it doesn't have the same effect. But I mean, if you put some purple lights in a dark room, blast a song, and just go crazy, then I think it would have the same effect. I really like the dude's voice when he sings the hook of it. It makes me feel like my chest, you know, is being hollowed out. Nice bop. A groovy bop. Bop. Moving on, we now have track number 9, which is Lost by Frank Ocean, aka A Moment of Silence for the drug community during these trying times. Now you're lost in the heat of it all. I actually don't know how the pandemic is affecting them. If you're a drug dealer, no, they're obviously not going to tell me if they're a drug dealer. Never mind that, but I hope you're doing okay. Back to Frank Ocean. I've had this song stuck in my head for like a week. It's like an R&B / hip-hop type of song. I could be getting that wrong, but it does have that R&B feel. It sounds breezy. There's nothing too overpowering about it. It just flows nicely throughout the verses and the choruses. Again, it does hit a lot better while you're driving, but nothing's stopping you from getting in your car, rolling down the window, and having a fan blow in your face while you blast a song, just to, you know, have that experience. I haven't tried it, but I assume it'll have the same feeling. I'm using my computer to read these, in case it wasn't obvious. Number 8 is the ever so powerful Wannabe by ITZY, aka I Wanna Be Out of My Home. This is actually the first title track that ITZY had put out that I actually enjoyed. Not that the other two were bad, it's just I didn't really like it for my taste. This one felt a bit more like my taste. Still has the hey, routines, let's do dumb things and just have fun sort of vibe that ITZY themselves kind of have. It's a catchy song, a good message, and if you need something to do, then try learning the choreo for it. More specifically, the shoulder move that they do. It'll already take you days to learn that one by itself, so it's a time-consuming activity. Number 7, which is Eenie, Meenie by Kingston, aka Eenie, Meenie, Miny, Mo, catch a virus by its toe. If it hollers, let it go, cause otherwise it might kill you. You can't make up your mind. Please don't waste my time. I'm not trying to rewind. It was a simpler time when you just had to use Eenie, Meenie, Miny, Mo to make a decision. The effects of unrequited love, a love triangle, creating such catchy bops, playing the song on repeat for, I want to say, the last week. It hasn't gotten old. It really hasn't. And because I know that this might be a problem for some people, but if Justin Bieber being in the song completely just kills the vibe, in the Spotify version, he's not in it. All the misogyny vibes that he now puts in every song he has, it's gone. You're welcome. Next, number 6, which is honestly my pride and joy, Moon by BTS, or more specifically, Jin of BTS, aka when you can't be around anyone else, the moon is always right next to you. That low-key sounded pretty deep. I'm gonna write that down. With the amount of free time that you now have, you have more time to cherish your god, the moon. And what a better song to play during your offering hours other than Moon. It's in the title. You can't listen to the song and genuinely not feel anything. Even if you don't stan BTS, you at least feel something emotional when you listen to this song. When I think of our favorite lesbians listening to Moon getting married, this is the original soundtrack. Also, I know it's not like established, but this song is for the indie movie gays. Can't tell me this song wouldn't be played in Love, Simon or one anime with the gay boys and Banana Fish. Is it called Banana Fish? I could go on and on about Moon, but that's an essay I'm gonna have to save for a future video. Next we have number 5. We've reached the midway point. Congrats to me, because I'm recording this at 1 a.m. The midway point, the good shit, the jazz bar by Dreamcatcher, aka it may be sensual, but you can't fuck to it.
I love you. Oh, I love you. Oh, I like you. Do I know you? Oh, I think.
Okay, I want you to picture this. You're a man. I know. Bear with me. You're a man who's filthy rich. You want a nice suit, and you're entering a high-end bar. Entering the place, you're where the popular dress code is black and white. It's when you're looking around that you see her, a woman, by the bar. She wears a black shawl, black gloves, and black hair to match, but her dress, it's brightly yellow. Drawn immediately, you introduce yourself to her. She returns the greeting, but instead she simply spells out her name. B-E-A. Different. You think you like different, and she was everything up that alley. As the night goes on, she tells you that she actually owns the bar and asks if you want to see something exciting. Intrigued and clearly putty in her hands, you say yes, and the two of you walk away from the growing crowd of curious eyes. She brings you to a room with an old jukebox. The noise from the bar is non-existent, making you the only two people on Earth at this very moment. Turns on the jukebox, and a tune croaks out. As this happens, she turns to you and asks to dance. What are you to reject an offer like that? You pull her towards you, and you swear you've already fallen for the woman in the last hour that you've spoken to her. The song, it ends, but she remains close. When the next song plays, you recognize the voice. Miles Davis, you whisper. She pulls back slightly, and she looks at you, freezing you in place as she drags her hand up your body. She then puts a finger to your lips before pushing past them. Honey, you think. She tastes like honey. Taste is overwhelming. You don't even notice that she's already stuck her whole hand in palms coated in sticky substance that you had no idea where she had possibly gotten it from. When you finally do, you feel a sharp pain in your abdomen. She pulls back sharply and you look down to see a blade sticking out of you. Blood staining your pristine white shirt. You start to feel faint and slowly fall to the floor as she searches through your pockets. As you continue to lose blood, you ask her, why? What was it all for? Slowly, she drags your face closer, finger resting on your lips once more to quiet you, before she leans close to your ear and gently whispers, you like jazz. And then you die and she meets up with her hot girlfriend at a diner to celebrate stealing more money from a white guy. Honestly, that's the vibe of the song. I like it. Highly recommend. Moving on. Number 4. Gimme a Grade by the Baljitos from Phineas and Ferb, aka I showed you my assignments, please respond.
Somebody give me a break. I need the man keeping me down. Somebody give me a break.
No one's ever gonna have a weirdly specific song about a situation that you're going through, much like the writers and composers of Phineas and Ferb. Exhibit A, this song. It's the sheer emotion in Baljit's voice when he realizes that he learned all this music shit and how to perform in a rock band just to not have to be graded on that. There's just no way to copy that emotion, that passion that he has spoke to so many students on a level that most emo bands can't even reach.
Somebody give me a break. I need the man keeping me down. Somebody give me a break.
Not only that, but then they take away points if you turn it in late. Why can't we take away teachers' money? I want compensation for the breakdowns that I had over this assignment that I won't see a grade for until the end of the semester. Also, is it just me, or is it kind of fucked that some teachers increased the workload now that we're on online classes? Granted, 3 out of 4 of my teachers have actually been a lot more lenient with grading assignments. I'm still salty about the outlier, who hasn't? Obviously, he didn't get the memo that we're in the middle of a pandemic, and that makes me feel a little bit upset. If anything, don't give me a grade. Give me a pass. That's all I want. Next, number 3, the aggressive baby, and also part of my overthrowing the government playlist. Ugh. 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 By BTS. AKA, you may not get your ass kicked, but guns pass the social distancing test. Please don't take that out of context. I very much am for gun control. I don't support guns. Are you getting frustrated with seeing your family every single day with no alone time? Exhausted every show and movie on your Netflix, Hulu, and HBO list? Pissed and terrified at how your president is handling the pandemic to the point where you cry every time you read a news headline regarding his latest response and get physically nauseous when you see his name trending on social media and next to some very concerning hashtags regarding the current state of your area, then this song is perfect for you. Sure, it won't comfort you like some Disney songs would. And sure, feeding the anger inside of you will only escalate things. But honestly, you're on your 4th box of incense and have drinking every single tea that the internet said will calm your nerves, so you're clearly running out of options here. There's a reason that this song suddenly jumped higher up in the charts ever since we've been put on quarantine. And that is because it is our angry, gay savior. Yes, it's gay, you don't have to argue with me on this. It's aggressive, it's upbeat, and the gunshots are loud enough to cover your screams of agony as you trash your room while you listen to it. And is that not what we need right now? And if people decide to walk in on you trashing your room because they're concerned with all the screaming and loud music and gunshots, you can say, "Oh, I got it too into it, I'm sorry." What are they gonna do? Say you're lying? After hearing all those gunshots? Nah, they accept and you move on. Case, endpoint, stream, ugh. 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 Yeah, no, I still have no idea how to say it. This is concerning, seeing the fact that I'm a writing major. Nearly finished, so let's now get on to number 2. The chill, yet still kind of pissed, Affluenza by Conan Gray, aka Can You Imagine the Taste of the Rich Between Your Teeth? All these kids have got affluenza. There's just something kind of hypnotic about this song. I don't know if it's like the instrumentals, the vocals, the lyrics, maybe just all of them in combination. Every time I listen to it, I think, yes, munch the rich and their diamonds. As if I'm like, some sort of trance, and that's what I'm chanting. It's not creepy. It's not. Also, if you are eating the rich, then this is a great song to listen to while you're digesting them. People say orchestral songs work best to digest food. I say if you're eating rich people, Conan Gray is the best thing to listen to while digesting food. And okay, I'll address the elephant in the room. Some people don't think that eating rich people is right and crossing a line, and I'll accept that. When cannibalism is illegal in all 50 states and not just one. Don't believe me? Look it up. It's Idaho. People are so quick to cancel eating the rich, but they're immediately understanding when the rich, more specifically celebrities, are complaining about staying inside their multi-million-dollar homes and being sad that their trips to like the Bahamas or Amsterdam are now cancelled. Listen, I'll own up to it right now. Even I complain about it too. I complain a lot of being stuck in my home when there are a lot of people who are in a lot worse situations who would love to be in the position that I'm in. I do want to say that I am very fortunate of the situation that I'm in, and I'm very grateful that I'm not in any worse kind of situation and that I'm able to live comfortably during this time. I do genuinely wish that there was an easier way to help other people who don't have those same luxuries that I have. When I see people who are clearly better off during this time and see that everything is just overreacting and think that we're all fighting the same fight, the imagined celebrities, when it's been proven that that's clearly not the case. People are dying, risking their lives, or being ignored and being pushed to the back of the saving line. These things are our reality, and not only is that terrifying, also just frustrating to be told that everyone is in the same boat. That's the only imaginative thing about this. I got really deep. I need to burp or do something awkward. Just move on to the last song of the list. So here it is. The bop of the bops. The queen of the commons. The top of the 10. I know it. You all know it. And I just know that this is something that we've all been feeling too much of lately. Fellas, comrades, compadres. Number 1, the top bop of the quarantine is Beautiful Girls by Sean Kingston, aka I Miss the Pretty Girls that I'd always see but would never talk to because I'd be too scared to. And also unrelated, but I might off myself.
You're way too beautiful, girl. That's why it'll never work. You have me suicidal, suicidal when you say it's over.
2000s were a simpler time, and what better song to remind you of those times than the hit song by Sean Kingston. The song honestly does wonders. You think I'm kidding, but I'm not. I called a few friends the other day. The minute they picked up, I either played Eenie, Meenie or this song. And every time I played Beautiful Girls, I'd only get positive feedback. Minus the one negative feedback I got back, but that was Brandon. He's currently sick right now, so I can only assume that he confused the show video button with the end call button. My friend Gray started singing along, and then we had a conversation for a little bit. My friend Ihara said that she really needed that she loved me, and that she adored me. Even my friend Aurora, who I just sent the song to randomly before I even made any of those calls, said that it hit just right, and it was something that she really needed at that time. Sean Kingston has worked continuously, doing wonders, even decades later. And is that not worthy of the number 1 spot of this list? So congrats to Sean Kingston. You are now the creator of the top bop of the 2020 quarantine. And because it's the topic of discussion, I also want to give a shout out to some beautiful girls that I feel really deserve it. Number 1, Mama Moo. That's it. That's all I want to give a shout out to. Beautiful girls. Talented girls. And girls who should give me a call at 224 So this is where it gets a little bit awkward because I don't know how to end videos. Hopefully you enjoyed this thing. Hopefully you found some bops that you haven't bopped to before. I feel like I've said bops a lot in this video. Try going back and count how many times I've said bops, because I feel like it's a lot. This concludes Quarantine Diary number 2. Day 2, number 2. It's obviously not day 2, this is month 2. Filmed April 17th, 2020 at what is about to be 2 a.m. We've reached day 33 of the quarantine. That's a whole month in a few days. Twitter on screen right now. Twitter.com/IReallyTry. I really tried to film this video 3 times now. So you should really try to follow and subscribe. Honestly, you know what you should do? You should make 3 accounts and subscribe 3 times just to be on the same level as me. I'm gonna sleep now because I just told you it's 2 a.m. and I'm not gonna start editing this video right now. Stay safe, be healthy. I'm running out of things to say to make this less awkward, but it's obviously not working, so I'm just gonna leave the frame and just turn off the camera. Bye. This is just gonna have to work. A woman you like different, and she was everything in that. Kid. Blood staining your white shirt. Fuck. What time is it? It's 9:06. Oh, I'm breezing through these. Fellas, comrades, compadres, I hate myself. No,